Before I get started, I want to say call halal, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash. In the ancient Hebrew, Yahweh means he is, he exists, in the name of Yahweh Shai, which means he saves, he delivers. And that's the power that we have to call upon in these last days to be delivered from the hands of our enemies, like it tells you in the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, that we shall be saved from our enemies and from those that hate us. I want to give double honors to the man that taught me the 100% truth, the elder of Paul's great millstone who rule well and teach well sound doctrine. So recently there was this news about a Sydney father by the name of Brandon who was jailed for 1 year for calling out the small hats. Okay, which small hats, that's the chief tribe of Esau. And we know them according to biblical prophecy and history. They're known as the Amalekites, Amalek. Okay, those that drink blood or bloodthirsty men. Matter of fact, let me open up a precept. This is the book of Psalms 59:2. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. See, so these bloody men, we know them as the Edomites because here in the book of Ezekiel 35:6, it says, Yahweh promises to bring judgment upon Mount Seir, Edom, the descendants of Esau, because they did not hate blood or bloodshed and showed perpetual hatred against Israel. So he might potentially be an Israelite. Now he looks like an Edomite, like the enemy, but we know that pursuant to the curses and the prophecies, you will have Israelites who will look like the other nations who are going to stand up for righteousness' sakes. It says, due to their violent actions, Yahweh declares, blood shall pursue you. See, because Esau, Edom, man, he still has that hatred towards you Israelites, and the way he shows that hatred is, first and foremost, he puts you down as the minority. That's one example. Another example, he poisons your food supplies, your food, your oils, your water. See, he indoctrinates you with different philosophies and religion. So these are examples of how Esau Edom shows that perpetual hatred. He guns you down, even though you have your driver's license, you have a clean record. You know, he persecutes you for speaking against his system, his machine system. So here, this Aussie dad was jailed for 1 year for calling out the Amalekites in Australia Day speech. So I went online to see if that was true. Like Scripture says, prove all things. And here you go. Australian who called Jews the greatest enemy, and that's facts, man. This is not no conspiracy. Let me get a scripture. This is the book of Psalms 83:1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate you have lifted up the head. Yeah, meaning they're proud, man. These Amalekites are proud. Here you go. They say that so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, we have the highest the lowest IQ, the intelligence quiz, which that was a social construct made by these so-called white people. But really, if the so-called white man was really that smart, he would not have depth, okay, in his system. This devil, you go into his history right now, he's currently in a $38.6 trillion debt, and it's still going up. It ain't going down. You don't see the numbers going down, by the dollar, $2. This keeps going up, and I was doing a future analysis of how the debt will look like this year, and potentially it's going to hit 40 trillion. So you devils, you so-called white people, if you have the greatest IQ, why is your debt at 38 trillion? See, you're out here condemning people that are in $20,000 debt, $50,000 debt. You know they can't pay it off because the system was made to put the Israelites, so-called Black, Latino, Native American men and women, okay, in a trap. Like a black widow putting setting up that trap, spider webs for the fly. See, so this devil ain't smart, man. He's a caveman. Amalek, man. Hey, we gotta call these devils for who they are, what they are, and what they represent, man. They represent death. So we're calling out death, man. Habakkuk 2:5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, man. Everywhere this devil goes, man. Hey, King David said in Psalms 23, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, America is the valley of the shadow of death. And really, anywhere you go around the world, whether it's in Europe, Latin America, East Asia, anywhere, Eastern Hemisphere, wherever this devil's at, man, you will encounter death and cannot be satisfied. Yeah, this devil, you give him the whole universe, and he's still not satisfied. You see, the so-called white man, he's like a woman that wants everything, but at the same time, she doesn't want nothing. Everything's perfect, like these women, the Lord blessed them with eyelashes, with nails, with feminine lips. But then they inject themselves to have thicker lips. They get BBLs. They put nails on their nails, pedicure, manicure, get fucking eyelashes on their eyelashes, hair on their hair. So Esau, man, Esau is acting like a woman. See, it wants everything, but at the same time, it's not satisfied. It's not enough. He gathered unto him all nations. Look, Esau, he has everybody here in subjection, man. But he still wants to notch it up another level to the point where now he wants to microchip everybody. But now, if you think about it, okay, let's say everybody's microchipped. Now what? What else does he want, man? See, if you think about that in depth, it's okay. This devil already microchipped everybody. Everybody's under him. Now what? He's still not gonna be satisfied, man. So that's where this devil he gotta go. It says, and heapeth unto him all people. Yeah, he has Ethiopians out here. He has, the East African, West Africans. He has the Israelites, as the scripture says, souls of men. Let me get that. Revelation, no, not soups. Souls of men. Revelation 18 and 13. And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. That goes into how Babylon, okay, the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. The merchandise, you see. So us in captivity, man, we're like unto merchandise, okay, to this devil. It says goods or commodities brought and sold in commerce. Commerce, yeah, because America is not a country. It's a commerce. It's a commercial, okay, location. Okay, let's go into that word commerce.
Commerce.
Yeah, it's a business, man. This country, so called, is a multi-trillion-dollar industry that's based upon sin. The product that they sell you is sin. Trafficking, yeah, human trafficking, drug trafficking, deal or trade in something legal, man. So everywhere you go to, man. I was earlier walking down the mall, and I was thinking about how there's a lot of these little stores who've been there for years, man, and they don't sell shit. Well, the reason why they're still there is because of the whole money laundering, man. Esau don't know what to do with all these money that he stole from our people. So he got to open up shop, man. See, negotiations, dealings, hey, riches, right? Scripture says, riches gone by deceit. Ecclesiastes 10:8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gone by deceit. Hey, this kingdom was founded, okay, or created also, because this country belongs really to so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. We built up this country, and we're still building, man. So, but just like we build this country, the Lord has left, okay, the sons of God, the chosen seed, okay, to bring down this kingdom, like it tells you in Jeremiah. I have raised you up as a prophet to bring down and tear up spiritually, man, because the way that Esau Edom's gonna fall, okay, under his own trap is through prophecy. It says the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So us brothers calling out the enemy, right? For lo thine enemies make it tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their heads. And who's the main enemy? Edom, okay, synonymous with Amalek. So right here, you have this potential Jake who called out the small heads as being the greatest enemy, and guess what? We're for it too, man. We agree. Shit, you even have Edomites, so-called white people within themselves, agreeing that Esau's the greatest enemy out there, man. They're the real. Matter of fact, the scripture says, um, the Lord has a controversy with you fucking white people, man. With you small hats, especially. It says Exodus 17 and 16. For he said, because Yahweh has sworn that he will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. That's why there's no peace out there in Israel, man, in the Holy Land, which belongs to us. But right now, because of prophecy, right now these Amalekites, they're running the world. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So if the wicked are in power, what does that mean? It says, Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. See, so us brothers, man, we're crying out loud, okay, about the atrocities, okay, of this devil, man. See, so this individual, Brandon Koskell, he was charged by inciting hatred on the grounds of race, right? But what does the scripture says? And the Lord's the one that hates, man. Malachi 9:13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Another one right here. Psalms 139:22, I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. Yeah, matter of fact, let's go into that word enemy. Because the scripture says, never trust an enemy. It's an individual, group, or force, Esau, the so-called white man, that is an antagonist. Yeah, we're the protagonist, and this devil, he's the antagonist. He's harmful, man. He's threatening us about persecution, putting us in jail, freezing our bank accounts. That's the fucking enemy, representing a direct threat or opponent. They are characterized by feelings of hatred, opposition, or intent to injure or overthrow. A adversaries, right? The scripture says, thine adversaries. It's going to happen to Esau. Okay. Judges 5:31. So let all thine enemies perish, O Lord, but let them that love him be as the sun when he goeth forth in his might, and the land had rest 40 years. The point here, let all thine enemies perish, O Yahweh. Okay, the scripture says that Esau will perish like his own dung. Job 20:7, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which shall see him shall say, where is he? See, so very soon, man, the Lord's gonna get rid of you, so-called white people. Hey, you're the real minority. You're the real, okay, scum of the earth. You small hats, primarily chief tribe. You know, your Edomite files are coming out. The truth's coming out. So we're all for it, man. The scripture says, strive for the truth unto death. This is the book of what's that? Sirach 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death, Akim. You know, keep exposing, keep, because at the end of the day, man, hey, your legacy, that's what it's gonna, hey, because this individual here, if he's an Israelite, you know, hey, he's the elect, man. His legacy is written because another man of the Lord who was, now I'm not saying that he's a man of the Lord now, you know, you're saying potentially, okay, but here the scripture speak about how Apostle Paul, let me get that real quick, was imprisoned multiple times. So not just once, not just twice, but multiple, because he preached the gospel. And here you could get the examples, okay, of why he was persecuted, man. It says right here that in Rome, while waiting trial before Caesar, which he allowed to continue preaching and writing letters, he was arrested by being accused of bringing Gentiles into the temple and stirring up riots. He was held in Caesar for 2 years under Roman guard. They were flogged and jailed for casting a demon out of a slave girl, which disrupted her master's income. And that's it, man. The reason why this devil wants to put brothers in prison, in a secret prison system, is because we're disrupting his kingdom, his income. Hey, this devil's losing money, man. We're out there condemning fucking pork, condemning unclean animals, condemning these different businesses that are linked up with Epstein and these other Edomite files. And we're condemning this place, man, and that's why he's, hey, the scripture says, hey, we're poking the dragon, man. You know, we're fucking poking the dragon, and you know, he's woke, man. The devil cometh unto you having great wrath because he knows he has a short time. An earthquake broke their chains and opened the prison doors. Yeah, in other words, man, you know, scripture says right here, for none of those things, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Yeah, hey, you're gonna, brothers, you're gonna suffer, all right? Prepare your mind to be put in a special prison for standing up for righteousness, for being bold, for standing up for what's right, man. Because there's only two sides, man, right or wrong. There's no such thing as neutral. You see, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. And you're an Israelite, man. An Israelite brother, you're supposed to have no fear whatsoever, man. You gotta have it in your mind. Your mindset has to be the resurrection, you know, reincarnation, you know, pushing forward, growing. You're an Israelite man. Behold, the so-called white man, Esau, small hat, Amalek, shall cast some of you, not all of us, but some, you know. So this lesson is really for brothers. Okay, hey, you might go to prison. You might catch a concentration camp. It says that you may be tried. Yeah, hey, this devil's going to try you. He's going to see if you're really the son of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, like you say you are. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life, man. So ultimately, that's the test, man. To see who you're really for, right? This one more, Romans 11 and 1 says right here, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and digged down thine altars, and I am left alone. They seek my life. But what is the answer of Yahweh unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who will not bow down the knee to the image of Baal. So Akim, you're not alone. All right, there's brothers out there that have the same mindset, the same faith, okay, that truly believe in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man. That's the elect, man. So Akim, you know, prepare your minds because this devil is coming down. Okay, it's going down the list. This devil, he has a whole list. They call the blue list, black list, red list. Well, guess what? I believe we're on the blacklist. I believe the blacklist is those who know the full truth, 100% truth, man, and are condemning this place. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this out. That I want to say shalom.